8-7.
Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's Rays baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now at the plate, Eduardo Nunez.
Leading off the afternoon for Boston, third baseman, Eduardo Nunez. Fans this partial score to pass along from the left.
Here's the first pitch to him. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man in the sixth spot can keep it going. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fouled away. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
Line towards center field, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Batting fourth.
Here's J.D. Martinez looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First offering on its way. Lined into center field. That's a base hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Batting fifth. Center fielder number 7.
Here's George Springer. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. High and deep to straightaway right. Gomez looking up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger.
Number 35, Cody.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
A 1 pitch on its way. Sliced down the left side, but foul. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now in St. Pete. Boston leads it 3-0. Eduardo will be on the mound for Game 4. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in off to a bit of a slow start with just 1 win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win Game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Up next for the Rays, Wilson Ramos, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Clips the inside corner for strike 3. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 3-0. Here's Mookie Betts. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, he had a rough first inning, and now the leadoff single to start this second does not bode well for this pitcher.
Dustin Pedroia.
Striding in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it. A run is across to score, but they are able to get the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. from the stretch. This is line to left. Smith is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Bogart.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knot right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. They go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox on top, 5-0. Up next for the Rays, C.J. Cron.
And leading off for the
Lots
Rays.
of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Line to the right side. And Mookie will make the play, and that retired the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from St. Petersburg, Florida. Nice look there of nearby Clearwater. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hit to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, center fielder George.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, George Springer. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, first baseman Cody Bellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Smith is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 5, the Rays nothing. Here's Echeverria now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
1-2 now. Echeverria at second. Miller on at first with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
The left fielder,
Malik Smith, the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch pulled toward right center field. Betts is calling for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Denard Span. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. Rays strand a pair. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, sent out to straightaway center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
Kiermaier comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way.
No balls and 1 strike.
From the belt, the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Oh, and he misses it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. And he's safe. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Here's Corey Seager. Soft liner to the right side. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. First baseman not normally known as the greatest leapers, but this wasn't too bad. More to come on the show. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Road. He fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Right side. Bellinger brings it in. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Third baseman, number 5, Matt
Striding
Duffy.
in once again, Matt Duffy. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Chopped weakly to the left. To his left, Nunez. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another chance? Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to...
And on the error, a run is going to score.
The batter,
digging in to
11,
try it again. Adeiny Echeverria, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Again, another foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Rays will settle for just the one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Boston's out in front, 6-1. Ready once again, J.D. Martinez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
J.D. Martinez.
Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Gomez has a read on it, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Digging in once again, George Springer. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the line in left. And they can't run it down. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 2 Boston errors to this point in the contest. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
That ball's foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Oh, that's out.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Red Sox go. Now to the plate, Brad Miller comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over.
Well, you come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Malik Smith stands in as he looks at a called strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Number 2, designated hitter.
Ready for another shot now. Denard Span. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Betts on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Digging in,
Catcher.
Wilson Ramos. He was a
Wilson
strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Smith, the runner at first with two gone. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already giving up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
0-1, here's the pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays, number 52, Chaz Rose.
Here's Mookie Betts. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Mookie Betts.
He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Kiermaier patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Softly hit out to short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Slow roller back to the mound. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They still lead it. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Matt Duffy.
Pedroia now at second. And bobbled out there by Pedroia. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man in. Smoke toward third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Kiermaier, base runner at first with 1 out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he's going to get there after a long run as he gloves it for the second out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Brad.
Digging in and looking for more, Brad Miller. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. 0-2, here it is. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for Tampa. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there. Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1, here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
So they put the speedster in motion. They're trying to test this catcher who isn't known for his throwing abilities, but they had it sniffed out. A well-executed pitch out leads to a good throw, and they nab him at second.
Outside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 home. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Smith racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Red Sox go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Digging in and looking for more.
And leading off for the Rays.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. Bellinger in foul ground. 1 out. Malik Smith the next to hit. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a bouncing ball hit to Pedroia at second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Denard Span.
Ready once again, Denard Span. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Wilson Ramos is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We return to Tropicana Field after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rays, number 43, Dan Jennings.
Striding in once again, J.D. Martinez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Martinez.
First pitch on its way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Takes this the other way to right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. George Springer will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. No balls and 1 strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And a little tapper. A play at the plate. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Lined hard toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Rounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Kiermaier calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over.
And leading off for the Rays, first baseman.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hunter Strickland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Strickland has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Popped him up. And no one can get there. Let's try it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Matt Duffy becomes out number 2 this inning.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. They'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Kiermaier is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go pitch.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Back in standing. Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
And Gomez will look this one in for out number 2.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Here's Echeverria now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
The shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Right there for strike 1. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's just 1 for 6. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Boston posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Eduardo Rodriguez earns his first win of the season. Blake Snell permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score.